This video is sponsored by War Thunder, but more on that later. The CARCHARODONTOSAURUS, a dino of similar strength to the Giga, however one that feels entirely different due to its unique taming method and abilities. The way you tame a CARCHA is simply by giving a dino bodies until you befriend it. However, what if you were to replace every single dino to a CARCHA? What would you do then? Well, I've tried it and I can confidently tell you that there's no fucking way to do this challenge. And if that wasn't enough, I also decided to do this on the hardest map to complete such challenge on, Extinction. But before we get into all the action, let's go over some facts. Firstly, the CARCHA is very aggressive and it is heavily advised to not put him in a trap, because not only will he want his freedom, he'll also bite your trap and lose his friendship but very quickly. Secondly, since the CARCHA has a huge AoE when it comes to eating the bodies from your hand, what the fuck? Nah! What the fuck? And this, coupled with the fact that you have to give him many bodies, means that you have to do everything perfectly for about 7 minutes non-stop. And I might say, okay dude, that's easy, what? But every dino is a CARCHA, remember? Well, because of that, you also have to deal with other CARCHAs that also want the pile of bodies that you've made. Thirdly, if you don't have a body ready for when he finishes his animation, you're pretty much screwed. Fourthly, due to the CARCHA's huge AoE, it's very likely for him to eat your bodies as you have to keep him relatively close. And last but not least, after you've done everything perfectly and got him befriended, you have to kill an isolated CARCHA. Oh, and did I mention the fact you have to deal with generic human error?
Bye, have a great time!
Why do you move so much, man? Come on, dude, go away from the shadow, man! Come on, already, holy shit! After getting all the basics done in Sunken Forest, I noticed that the CARCHAs were very scarce in comparison to the Sanctuary, so I used this to my advantage and tried leading a CARCHA close to my base to kill him for height. Oh, I'm so dead. I just left my stuff at home. This is kinda stupid. Level 15! When I try to kill this CARCHA, let me just tell you that to kill a single CARCHA with a primitive bow, since you can't round them this time, it takes you a measly 1,200 and something arrows. My plan of standing above the CARCHA and shooting all the arrows into him quickly proved to be a bad plan. No way, dude. No way he's gonna do this to me, man. So I scouted my surroundings for a better spot. One had a CARCHA guarding it. No, fuck hell. And another had, well... Ah, no, it doesn't have those blocks. Good. Love it. Back home, I cluelessly killed myself to regain my HP, only to then realize that I don't have a bed. That wasn't entirely for nothing though, as I found out an interesting way to bait a CARCHA and maybe kill him. Holy shit! You can actually kill a CARCHA this way. No shot, dude. It doesn't cost any stamina. Yeah, I just need to do this in a couple of minutes. Yeah, but you can't kill a... Did he step on me? Afterwards, I respawned at my front yard, returned home and realized why my plan would not work. Ah, but repairing the bow is gonna slow me down and I might die then. Yeah, exactly. Plus I don't want to get stepped on and lose all my progress. After that, I was completely out of ideas on how to kill him. So I tried leading him across the river and that also didn't work. You should go for the gate, man. You. Gate. Now. Gate. Dude, it's the gate, man! Now that I was completely out of ideas, I decided to take a gamble and throw the CARCHA in some gates, because in my head, since he had only level 15, maybe I could then kill him before he broke out, you know? Thankfully, after trapping him, he quickly agreed to let me kill him if I beat the King Titan and you subscribe. Hey, I'll do my part and I hope you'll do yours. Since the CARCHA didn't move a muscle, all it took was about 10 minutes of continuously shooting him. Maybe more time actually. Also, many people have told me about some bow glitch to deal max damage that doesn't work. So I'm either dumb or you guys are gonna roast me even harder in the comments. Come on, CARCHA, die. No, 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 come back, come back, come back, come back. If letting me kill him for free was enough, the CARCHA also gave me a free metal hatchet. Oh shit. Big profit. After harvesting the CARCHA, the first thing I did was make a spyglass and an upgrade station. But before we continue onwards with the video, I must take a second to thank today's sponsor, War Thunder. What is War Thunder, I hear you ask? Well, it's basically the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made. What's best about it is the fact that it fits every single style of player. This only being emphasized by their huge array of 2,500 vehicles, including helicopters, ships, tanks, planes, and so many more from 10 major nations. Not only that, but vehicles aren't just HP pinatas, as they suffer real damage since even the most ancient armored car is intricately modeled down to its internal components. So when you shoot somebody's engine, you actually destroy it. War Thunder is free to play and available on Xbox, PC, and PlayStation, and if you're afraid that you can't run it, well, this game runs on pretty much anything thanks to its amazing optimization. And to make life easier for yourself by using the link in the description or pinned comment, you can receive the exclusive vehicle decoration Eagle of Valor, as well as 100,000 Silver Lions and 7 days of premium account. This bonus is available for a limited time, so make sure to hop in and play it as soon as you can. Anyways, back to the video. Using my new spyglass, I scouted the local area for a high level CARCHA. 145 CARCHA right by my base. Oh my fucking god, that's crazy, dude. Before tackling the CARCHA though, I did some farming to smelt some metal while waiting. The last thing I spent my hides on were beds. And the beds were used to make a bundle of about 30 bodies. Why? Well, you see, as I previously said, there are no dinos, so the only way to tame a CARCHA is to feed it your bodies. If you're wondering how I'm getting rid of the cooldown, watch this. If you pick up the bed and place it back down, you get rid of the cooldown. After making all the bodies, the last thing I did was pile them all up. Then I made a spyglass, as I've lost my previous one in the bundle of bodies. I started slowly but surely making my way towards the 145 CARCHA. And I know I've spoken a lot about them in the intro, but there is just so much more to explain. Firstly, if you have a body, you are pretty much invincible to CARCHAs, as they can't catch up to you and they can't even kill you if you keep moving. One thing that also helps know is the fact that after 2 failed attempts he's gonna be like, nah, fuck off dude, you're not giving me shit, come on. When that happens, just go back to him to regain his trust. Once I brought him close enough to my pile, I began the taming process. As previously stated, focus as much as you can and run away the second you see him raise his head up. After a successful feed, he's going to do a little dance. This is your indicator that you're doing it right. If you're feeding too fast, he won't do the dance and thus you won't get any taming. It's really annoying, but once you get the hang of it, it's smooth sailing. After taming the bad boy, all you have to do is kill a low level CARCHA. Do be warned though that once you have 0 stamina, you actually have 0 stamina, as your CARCHA will not bite anything, which can definitely be a deciding factor in such fights. However, if you fight high levels with low levels, you shouldn't really have any issue. Do be careful though. Easy. Oh, yeah. The stats the CARCHA got aren't the best, but definitely not the worst. Still, it'll have to do. Getting him back home was done using the whistle move here command, which actually comes in handy like crazy throughout the rest of this challenge, as you'll see later. Back home, I immediately crypoded my new friend, as I have to find him a girlfriend as fast as possible, as he has no chance of beating a CARCHA alone. And don't talk about the saddle, we'll get to that in just a bit. Before going out to look for a suitable girlfriend for my boy, I upgraded my culinary expenditures by finally eating some cooked meat. Unfortunately, I had a very hard time finding a high level female, the highest one being this 91, but due to her high melee stat, I said, you know what, I think I'll just tame this one. Back home, I upgraded my tools and used them to build some structures to build a bridge. Now you might be wondering, why on earth would you make a bridge? Well, my dear viewer, the reason for that is because I need a way to get that CARCHA across the river, and what safer way and faster way than to build a bridge. And now that I think about it, it might have actually just worked by dragging a body through the water, but I'm not confident in this strat, So I'll just build a bridge, okay? And I hope that he's not gonna be stupid and I can just leave him over there like the same guy and just die over there and it should all be fine. I hope. After being done with the bridge, all I had to do was make a mountain of me's. After a few minutes of repeatedly dying, I crossed my bridge, don't mind the holes please, it was built by me, and slowly but surely made my way to the CARCHA. Okay, can I grab this back? Yup, hell yeah, okay, now we're in business. Another beautiful thing about bodies is that the CARCHAs have way less aggro range compared to running around without a body. After giving him the last body, always grab one more because you never ever know and God forbid you end up in this situation. By killing this guy, I will officially be done with this shit and never ever have to do another CARCHA with bodies ever again. And bam. Alright, perfect. Now all I have to do is do some breeding. You know, I'd say I've done some pretty hefty progress. However, this challenge is far from over as the hard part is just starting. After breeding them up, I noticed that the baby will hatch in 20 minutes and as such, went to farm some metal. After that, I returned home, noticed that barely 6 minutes passed, and picked up all the berries at my front porch. After that, I noticed that still barely 4 minutes passed. Because of that, I resorted to good old AFK.
No, you want to do it. One more. Oh, what? That was my luck today! What is my luck?
Ooh. What the fuck? If you're wondering how I got meat, I don't think this really needs an explanation. Also, the bodies the CARCHA ate earlier can be found here. While waiting for the CARCHAs to grow, I did random stuff, as per usual. Those random things consisting of jumping around and spamming buttons. After they grow, I used all reliable raw paste to imprint them, and then also breed them. Yeah, let's see. Ooh. While waiting, I farmed some resources for gates as they'll come in handy in just a bit. Afterwards, I made a crossbow and also upgraded said crossbow. But now you'll be wondering, why on earth would you make a crossbow if you don't need to kill a CARCHA ever again? Well, you see, to get chitin for the saddle, that measly 20 chitin put there just for inconvenience can only be obtained from OCDs on this map. One thing I have to admit is that regular corrupted dinos do spawn at drops, so it's not only CARCHAs. However, don't you dare tell me that me spawning chitin in from commands would be more entertaining than an epic journey to the surface for chitin and keratin. I was thinking of grabbing some CARCHAs with me, but ultimately decided not to as I wasn't that sure with what was going to happen. Plus, I didn't want to lose any of them. What I made though was a bed and a foundation, the single most overpowered structure in this challenge. Oh, and some parachutes. They come in handy at the end of my mission. With all that being done, it was time to do this. This is also the moment where those gates from earlier come in handy, by allowing me to distract CARCHAs, which now that I think about it isn't the smartest decision as they lose aggro quickly. To my absolute surprise and delight, there was a drop right down the road, so I quickly made my way over to it. This is also where that bed comes in clutch, as no matter what happens, I can respawn close by. And with that out of the way, it was time to do the drop. Thanks to the body and the gates, I can keep the CARCHAs distracted for a while until I get the keratin or the chitin that I need. Unfortunately, the first wave obviously didn't have what I needed, but nonetheless, I won't say no to some polymer. Wave 1 brought in a bunch of dinos such as Carnos, and it can also bring Trikes and Stegos, but I guess I'm not lucky. Unfortunately, I got overwhelmed and not only lost the shield, I also ended up dying. Ha! Get juked, nerd. Okay, yeah, never mind. After eventually getting my stuff back, I used the rest of my gates to distract the CARCHA, but ended up dying to the corrupted dinos. I ate it. No, wait. After getting my stuff back, there was only one thing left to do, and that was kill a corrupted Carno. Now, usually Carnos do give keratin. Corrupted Carnos, however... Oh my god, I'm getting keratin, boy. Let's go, man. I'm going crazy. Oh my god, dude, I'm getting keratin, man. This is unbelievable. Okay. Corrupted Carnos don't give you keratin. With that disappointment out of the way, I picked up my mini base, but then quickly put it back, as what I was planning to do might end up in me dying. Remember those parachutes from earlier? Yeah, well, I'm plunging into the sunken forest. Now, yes, you could say that it's a waste of time, as I didn't get any keratin or chitin, and if you said that, you'd be absolutely right. Back home, I finally upgraded my flak armor so I don't die in 2 hits, and did some more breeding. The reason I was doing more breeding is because I obviously have to defeat Godzilla by the end of this video, but I decided to stop being a little bitch and use my hardened CARCHAs to complete the drop. I sell for about 6 of the many CARCHAs that I had, because this way, even if I lose them, I can comfortably make more. And with that out of the way, I slowly but surely began making my way back up to the surface. More specifically, I want to check the place behind the sunken forest, as it's relatively close, and if it has a drop, I can immediately plunge down. Oh, I see drop, okay. As I was slowly making my way towards the drop, I ran into an element vein. Now usually element veins don't give chitin when completed, so I was heavily thinking not to do it. However, upon further inspection, I found out that it was medium difficulty, and this means that it can spawn dinos that give keratin, specifically Trikes and Stegos. And I was completely right, as the first dino I saw was literally a Trike, so I killed him and got half the required keratin. Damn. Since I noticed it's definitely possible to make a profit from doing this vein, I quickly advanced to wave 1. During wave 1, I was obviously looking for keratin dinos. Unfortunately, I didn't find them right away, but what I found was a Spino that popped up right in front of me and ate my body. Because of that, I let the CARCHAs loose to hopefully make some profit. While having fun, this guy also appeared out of nowhere, and since I had pretty much 6 of him in my back pocket, I showed him what it's like to get destroyed and have no way to defend yourself. After accidentally failing the element vein, I looted the remaining bags. After that, I put everything into one single guy, and afterwards I made my way back into Sunken. Back home, I decided that this guy would be my boy, so of course I gave him a name worthy of such warrior. Anyway, it's finally time to make the saddle, boy! Apparently the CARCHAs were hard at work and got me enough keratin for yet another saddle. Hell yeah man, I ain't complaining, what the fuck. The first thing I wanted to do with my new acquisition was use him to kill some stuff, but before all that, I did some more breeding. Not gonna mention this anymore though. The damage I was dealing off the bat was absolutely vile. 1800 damage without any blood ray stacks is absolutely crazy. Sure, it's mate boost, but we don't talk about that. Now, in case you don't know how the CARCHA works, let me enlighten you. See this little icon here? It caps at 100 and you get points, so to speak, when you kill things. The bigger, the more points you get, and with each point you get more damage. They do decay after a while if you don't fight anything. And another thing is that you should not, under any circumstance, press C when you have stacks, because C takes all your stats and gives your allies a 60-second speed boost. And since I idiotically lost my stacks, I killed one more CARCHA to showcase its HP regen. And he also has a tailspin. Doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it deals a crap ton of knockback. I needed some more metal, so I went to grab that, and on the way, I used the move here command to its fullest potential. Because as you know, CARCHAs have shit stamina regen, and by doing this, I don't have to worry about that, because he is always gonna run. Afterwards, I carved a saddle for her and did a bit of organization, naming every boss-worthy CARCHA boss, and the bad ones sacrifice or sack in short. The sack ones will come in handy later when I'll need some levels, and with that out of the way, I set out to the surface to absolutely destroy everything. I forgot the parachutes, wait. Once I arrived at the surface, I had to deal with a so-called gatekeeper. Either way, he acted as a good training dummy so I could see the damage I was dealing, which is crazy damage actually. Knowing this, I killed every single CARCHA on the road, and boy, did it feel refreshing to do so. What the fuck? What the f- Okay, and this is GG, dude. Bro, this one person not fuck this shit. While trying to go back to that drop next to the vein, I ran into a purple drop. Sure, I had crazy damage, crazy CARCHAs, but I wasn't that confident just yet. Plus, I'd probably not get any chitin or keratin from it, so that beats the whole purpose. The blue drop doesn't exist anymore. No bueno. While going towards the center of the map, I collected more metal for saddles and whatnot, and literally caught this drop landing right behind me. It was a yellow drop, which means that it can spawn arthros that give chitin. A lot of chitin actually, and as such my goal became clear. Arthropolera! La 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 la. 2 arthropoleras, oh my fuck god, dude. Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go, dude. The loot I got from the drop was not good at all. But thankfully, I got a lot of chitin, which is all I really cared about. Back home, I grinded everything for a few resources, and I noticed I got the tech replicator blueprint. Oh, this would help me greatly if I could do a element vein. Before anything though, I ended up getting the CARCHA saddle. Before leaving to do another drop, I grinded my crossbow as I won't really be needing it anymore. This however ends up being a pretty big mistake down the line. Yeah, let's go do another drop I guess. After traveling for what felt like ages, I finally ran into a purple drop. This time I felt very confident to do it, but before initiating it, I dealt with the trees. Anyway, the drop spawns wyverns and other high tier strong dinos such as reapers, blah blah, very scary, intimidating, yada yada, they die in a few hits, doesn't matter. The thing that was annoying me the most was that at this drop, the fact that the game would not give me hearts under any fucking circumstance. I would rather put them in a bag that despawns in 2 minutes. How? I kept fighting all the way to wave 4 and this got me excited as I thought I had only 2 more waves until I got my reward. The truth however would immediately change my mood because you see, purple drops go all the way to wave 7. Actually they go all the way to infinity, but they go all the way to wave 7. And every 7 waves you can choose to get a reward or fuck off. off basically. And once I found that out, I shift my attention into getting as many hearts as possible and defeating the enraged Rex. This bad boy right here gives me 2 out of 5 Tyrannosaurus arms I need for King Titan, so he has to die. After clearing out the surrounding area, I took a look at my reward. That is only to be hella disappointed as I fought for what felt like hours and only received a measly 40 hearts. And I need 450. While going home, I ran to element vein, and for the sake of your time, I'll cut things short. I really hate doing element veins with any dino other than a mana garmer, because the mana doesn't deal damage to the node if you use the breath. I kept fighting all the enemies until my brain activated, and I was like, what if I use my hatchet to kill the things that are too close to the vein? So I tried it, and as I was killing this raptor, I got this weird looking buff that I've never seen in my 2000 hours of gameplay. And it set to press space, and when I did, after grabbing my stuff back, I tried to do one final element vein. But after waiting and waiting and waiting for the last few dinos to come, I decided to just abandon the plan of making element altogether, and defeated, returned home. Only thing I did home was upgrade the saddle and surprise myself with the fact that I have literally 2 to 3 times the Giga Hearts compared to Corrupted Hearts. Nice. Since I was getting rather impatient and hella confident, I started looking for red drops to get hearts and hopefully get the last 60. I need to be the first item. 8! Oh, yo, yo. I guess last one. Can you claim for me? All yours, bro. Never mind, come back. The loot I got from the drop is nothing to celebrate, but definitely way better than what I got from the last drop. The mana saddle though would have made me gone crazy if it was on CARCHA only. But other than that, the metal things do come in handy, and that's pretty much it. With the hearts in my possession, I made a rather small but strong CARCHA group that I have faith will be able to take down the Forest Titan. Bam bam, bam bam. Thank you very much. As per usual, with these Every Dino challenges, I can't get all the tributes, but ones that I can get, I definitely gather. The rest will be given to me via command. And with that being said, let's go drop some loot. While going to the spawn platform, it is a good time for me to tell you the last fact about CARCHAs. When you don't have any blood rage, they are weaker than a Giga, but at full stacks, they are... oh my god, dude. Because of this, they excel at OCDs, but quickly fall behind when it comes to beating bosses. But alas, we'll see what happens. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. Front is back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's dead. GG. Boom, 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 shakalaka. Okay, guys, well, thank you very much for your support. What do we got? Shit, this is good, but rest is shit. With the Forest Titan defeated, I want to shift my focus into getting the Ice Titan slain. Not only does he unlock the tech chest piece, he could also drop a tech chest piece which will make killing the Desert Titan a whole lot easier. If not, I have a plan for him. Let's see here. Oh, Ike blueprint. Fucking hell, dude. Oh my fucking god. Let's go, dude. That's insane. I do want this to be possible. Okay. Oh, what the? Guys, so the game was like, okay, which way do you want to kill which way do you want to kill your the Desert Titan? What the fuck is 184 Dura, dude? What the shit? That should last 1 sec. Since the Ice Titan had crazy damage, I was thinking of investing into apprentice CARCHA saddles, but I was lacking fiber. Okay guys, we are not getting blood saddles actually. We are getting former warriors though. With that done, I took the tributes and made my way to the snow to beat the Ice Titan. Wait, pause. The saturation is kinda low, so let me just do this. Okay, that looks better. Enjoy. GG. GG. Holy shit, I already hate him. Well, got trophy, got some random shit I don't care about. Got this, might come in handy. Oh, for free? Well, don't mind me, man. Well, time to go home and prepare for the last boss. The tech gauntlets will definitely come in handy like crazy for the rest of the challenge, by the way. Back home, all I did was grind all the things. I replaced my gauntlets with the tech gauntlets, as well as check the required tributes, those being 100 hearts again, as well as 10 fire talents. Since I really didn't want to beat the Desert Titan the slow way, I desperately wanted to do an element vein one final time. But despite all my attempts so far, I still couldn't find a way to consistently clear out the dinos near the vein. And after dealing a lot of damage to it, I abandoned that idea completely and moved on to the purple drop for tributes. From the purple drop I got only 44 hearts, which is far from enough. Because of that, I went to look for another drop, and the only available drop was all the way back on the other side of the map. Sadly, just a little bit hot here, so I unfortunately had to return home to make a full ghillie set. Before leaving for work this time, I remembered to grab the spike just in case I find the purple drop yet again. After returning to the hot zone, I found my purple drop and put spikes all around it, which now that I think about it, I did very poorly. You see, if you place spikes too close, then the creatures can obviously do damage to the drop, so that's not very smart. It should suffice for me getting 3 rexy that I need than just a few hearts. The back thing was also really pissing me off now, and if you know why this is, please let me know in the comments. I'm begging because I absolutely have no clue. Also, this is the reason as to why the tech gauntlets came in handy. I can dismount without taking damage. It's not much, but it's really cool. Before going to kill the Desert Titan though, I wanted to go sleep desperately as I've been playing for literally almost 11 hours at this point. Here, bam bam. Back home, I grabbed the purple shotgun and all the bullets that the Titans gave me. This, coupled with the hearts and talents, provided me with enough supplies to take down the Desert Titan. My initial plan to beat the Titan was sit somewhere below him and shoot him until he died. This would, of course, work, but not in ARK, as the Titan disappeared. He didn't despawn as I had initially thought, this being later proved by his map presence. But since he didn't despawn, this means that I could just go to high enough area and shoot him until he died. So what you wanna do is you wanna cryo your secondary dino and then you wanna get stuck in the mesh. Alrighty, hello everyone and welcome to CARCHA. Today we're gonna get my stuff back. What you wanna do is take your main dino and go in circles basically, making sure not to get hit by the thunder. Later in the fight, I realized that there's no way I'd have enough bullets to finish him off, and because of me losing focus, the Titan blasted me away from his little platform. Shame on him because I took his invitation to go back home to make more bullets. And if you're wondering where I magically got so much gunpowder, remember all the rockets, bullets, firepower things the Titan gave? Yeah, that was basically salvaged. While waiting, I ended up in my fridge. I noticed I had fucking steak sitting in the fridge. God, fuck. Oh well, Titan rematch, I guess. One, two, and three, and GG. After a very long fight, I finally beat the Desert Titan as well as the last Titan required for the myth, the man, the legend, the King Titan. The loot from the Titan was pretty bad, by the way. Back home, I did the last bit of breeding for the King Titan, as up to this point I've only been hoarding eggs like crazy, not really catching them, as I didn't really have the time. Well, that's a sight to behold. While they were growing, I made 10 extra saddles and then had some fun with the gauntlets. Fun fact, if you use the gauntlets and press M mid-launch, you essentially keep the momentum and fly for a really long distance. If you combine this with the chest plate, you beat the landings by a long shot, both in element efficiency and maneuverability. When it comes to speed, you get fucked over though. Then I upgraded the saddles but ran out of metal, so I demolished the leftover spikes and actually lost a CARCHA somewhere, somehow? The first original female. Yeah, I have absolutely no clue where she is. She's probably fine though, she has died, I don't think so. Bruh, the fist didn't work. After wasting some time, I went to farm some more metal, and if you're wondering, how the fuck are you gonna get back up? Holy shit, they're so good! Also, who needs a tech chest piece when you can fly with the gauntlets? After that, it was time for the final preparations. The part where I get levels using unnecessary dinos. What I have here is basically one grown adult and one baby. And what I do is, well, each adult gets one, and the reason I do this is because you see, babies give a teeny tiny bit of XP. And with that, the preparations are complete. I'll be going into the King Titan fight with 47 CARCHAs, out of which more than half are equipped with state-of-the-art saddles capable of withstanding heavy artillery. Oh, who the fuck am I kidding? They have ramshackle saddles. One more thing I grabbed with me was all my CARCHA hearts. You see, I don't have 150 corrupted hearts, but what I want to do is trade 300 hearts for 150 corrupted hearts. This is so that I don't want to farm any more drops for hearts, and I'll save both your time and my time. Deal? Deal. Here it is, the end of this challenge. It's been a long journey, filled with good moments as well as bad moments, but at the end of the day, they all added up to this one single final fight. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present to you the ending of what is by far the hardest Every Dino is challenge out there, CARCHA only on Extinction. Enjoy. This is it, everybody. The last stand. Graphite, Brownie, and everybody that stands behind. This is it. Well, that's pretty much it. Thank you to everyone for watching, but before you go, make sure to check our Funder by using any of the links down below to receive exclusive and premium rewards.